Hello, yes, and welcome to my channel. I am new to the booktube scene, as some may say, and I just want to share my love for reading with as many people as I can. And I feel like the first thing to do is do a bookshelf tour. I know I might be getting more books, but for now, this is my bookshelf. It's just the top two shelves of my bookshelf, since I don't have as many books as other booktubers. So I am going to show you my vast collection of books. The first book that I'm gonna start off with is Night School by Svetlana Shmakov. I'm not sure if I said that correctly, but it is the first volume of the Wern books, and I haven't read it personally. My cousin got it for me, and I have yet to read it, so that is on my TBR list. Okay, so the next book that I have on my shelf is The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein, and I grew up on this book. I would read it every night, so it is a must-have on my bookshelf. Then I have The Matchstick Castle by Kierkegaard. I received a early copy, so it was very fun because I got to do it for school, and I got to personally meet the author, and it was exciting. It is a little worn down from use, but that is expected if you're reading and carrying it around in a school day. I also have Love and First Sight. It is another art book. I haven't read it, but I've heard that it has very good ratings. It is, I think I got it from going to a library Comic-Con of sorts, and we got it in our gift bag. We got a full book, which is Love and First Sight by Josh Sundquist. The next book on my shelf is Disney's A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle, and I got this copy from a friend. My friend gave it to me for free, so that's great, and I have yet to read it. Next, I have Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. I don't have the rest of the series, and I have not read it yet, which I know it's a must-have, but I just haven't. And I think I'm kind of waiting to have the rest of the series to get fully invested. This was also a gift from a friend, so got it for free. Next, I have Paper Towns by John Green, and this was also something from a friend, and it was very nice of them to give it to me. I haven't read it yet, so since I'm reading so many things right now and I have school, so this is waiting for me on my shelf when I'm done with those. I currently own 3 Raina Telgemeier books, one of them being drama, and then the duology of Smile and Sisters, and they are all beautiful pieces of artwork and writing, and I have read them more than once. Next, we have Wonder by R.J. Palacio, and this is my second time reading it, and that is why you see a little leaf bookmark, and it is such a good book. Next, we have The Testing by Joelle Charbonneau. I don't know how to pronounce it. I got to meet this author during a convention for my school, and it was honestly so fun. It was a writing convention, so I got a free copy of her book, The Testing, and it was so good, and I'm waiting to get the next few books. Graduation Day and Independent Study. I'm not sure if that's in that order, but I'm really excited to read those. Might have to read this one again, though. Next, we have 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher, and this book is such a good book, even though it may be controversial to some people, and there are a lot of triggers in it, so I wouldn't suggest it to you if you had any of those triggers, but it really is such a good book, and I enjoyed reading it. I think I got it for Easter 2017, maybe? Next, I have 4 Ever After High books. The first 3 are a trilogy of Ever After High books by Shannon Hale. I think I read these in like 5th grade, so. And then I have the standalone story collection, which is also by Shannon Hale. So these were good reads at the time I was reading them. Now I don't know if I might be as interested, but they still are very good books. Next we have Simon and the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I honestly cried with this book. It is such a good book, and I strongly suggest it. And that is just, it's so good. Next on my shelf, we have It's Not Like It's a Secret by Misa Sugiura, or however you pronounce that, her name. And I love this book. It is such a good book for if you're really into LGBT themes and YA novels, and it was such a good read. I have The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. It is the collector's edition, and it has so many great things in it because it has extras and like little pieces of artwork, and it is so cute to me, and I strongly suggest this book. Next on my shelf is the Arc of a Scythe series by Neal Shusterman, and I first heard about this book in school, and it is like these books, they are such a good duology, and I hope he writes more upon this, since Thunderhead did end with a bit of a cliffhanger, and all in all, it was such a good book, and I hope to read more of Neal Shusterman's work. Next, I have The School for Good and Evil, The Last Ever After, and Quest for Glory. These are good books, and I only have these 2 in the series. I don't have the first and second books, but they're definitely worth a read. Next on my shelf, I have the Vangaretta Curse trilogy by Christina Mobley, and Elementris, Exposure, and Eruption. These are all such great books, and I have read them time and time again. Next, I have Romeo and or Juliet, and To Be or Not to Be, A Choosable Path Adventure by Ryan North. I have been reading To Be or Not to Be for a bit because I've been going through all the extensive paths that you can take with it, and it is honestly such a cute book, and the illustration in it is honestly beautiful. Next on my shelf, I have the Selection series by Kiera Cass, The Selection, The Elite, The One, The Heir, and The Crown. And these are such good books. I think I finished this whole series in about 1 or 2 months. So it was a really nice read, and I loved it so much. Next on my shelf is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I don't honestly know. This is one of my all-time favorite books. I could read it again and again, and that's exactly why it's on my shelf. So next on my shelf, I have The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon, and I have yet to read it. I bought this at a school book fair, and this cover is honestly so pretty to me. The next book on my shelf is my Canson Mixed Media sketchbook, and I love it. It's really nice. Next, I have What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera, and it honestly looks like such an interesting book, and I'm so excited to read this soon. Then I have all 3 DVD sets of Avatar by Nickelodeon. Book 1, Water, Book 2, Earth, and Book 3, Fire. They're not in order, but whatever. This is such a good series, or show, as you would call it. I honestly have this on here because I had nowhere else to put it in my room. Then I have the special rehearsal edition script of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, parts 1 and 2 by J.K. Rowling, John Tiffany, and Jack Thorne. I haven't read through all of it, but from what I've read, it is okay. On my other shelf, I have a paperback box set that I got from Target of Harry Potter, all 7 books. It has like a nice soft feeling, and they all make this Hogwarts design, and it is one of the biggest things on my shelves. Thank you for watching my first video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, sorry if there was any background noise at all. I don't have anything to really cover that up, and I'm sorry that the lighting isn't as good as I would hope it would be. I don't have any ring lights or anything like that. I'm just using an iPhone, so I really hope you enjoyed.